Hello everybody, Drmixable here, and today I'm back with another episode of DCGR. In today's episode, I'll be covering Evoland. Design. Evoland features an evolving graphics engine, which is the main concept behind the game. As you progress throughout the game, you get updates to your graphics. You begin simple in a 2D monochrome environment, which then expands all the way up to 3D graphics with dynamic lighting. There are also many different upgrades throughout the game, such as gaining party members, gaining an inventory, and a minimap. That's the whole idea behind Evoland. It's taking you throughout gaming history and all the changes that have been made over time. There are many references to popular video games such as star collecting in Mario, and a turn-based fighting system with a menu just like Final Fantasy. The music all flows well with the game, and I think it adds to a great atmosphere. All the music fits in with the environments, and you get some upgrades to music as you progress through the story, which I think makes it feel like you're time traveling through games. The option menu is small and only consists of 3 options: music volume, sound volume, and language. One design choice that Shiro Games decided on was having only one save file, and when you die, you're returned to the title screen to click continue in order to carry on. I personally think this is kind of a design flaw, as in the early bit you don't get a save point for a while, and if you aren't used to controls, like I wasn't, which they're pretty basic controls, I might just suck, you have to restart from the beginning, until you reach the first save point, which is introduced a few minutes in. And now it's time for controls. The controls are very basic and cannot be customized. Movement is done using the arrow keys or WASD, and actions are performed using the spacebar. Tab or I open your inventory, and that's the only controls used in Evoland. Next up is gameplay. Evoland has 2 major forms of gameplay. There's open world gameplay, where enemies spawn around you and you fight them off in real time, and there's a turn-based fighting sequences which are present in the overworld. Both flow well and are very natural to use as they are simplistic and don't require much strategy and forethought to win. This is especially true if you've played similar games such as Zelda and Final Fantasy beforehand. There's also a mini game called Double Twin, which adds a little bit extra to do, and is kind of addicting. Double Twin is a puzzle game where you play with cards that can be found throughout the game in chests, and each card has 4 numbers on them, one at the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. You play against computers on a 3x3 square, and the goal is to have your cards cover more of the board than your opponent. You can take over your opponent's cards by placing a card next to theirs that has a higher number. Finally, replayability. Evoland doesn't have much in terms of replayability. It's a single story which doesn't add much replay value past perhaps collecting all the stars hidden around the world. Even then, it doesn't add much because the stars are generally pretty easy to find, and there's a good chance you'll be able to find them all on your first try. The game lasts roughly 3 hours, but is well worth the $10 price tag. Overall, I think Evoland is a fantastic indie game for its price. It isn't that difficult, but in this case it's okay. It's more focused on providing entertainment than a challenging game. There's a lot of funny inside jokes which make the game more appealing to veteran gamers. And especially if you haven't played games such as Mario, Zelda, and Final Fantasy, the game won't have the same effect on you. Thanks for watching everybody, and I hope to see you all in the next one.